Hey there everybody, Don Evans here from WatchReport.com, and today I have the Helm Khuraburi for review. If you follow the channel here, you probably saw the unboxing video of this, and this is one I've been wanting to check out for quite a while. Your price is $300, and I'll get into the specs here for a minute if you haven't seen the unboxing video or if you're not familiar with this watch. But a few years ago, when Helm first started out, I did a review of their first model, the Vanuatu. Now, that one was $25 cheaper. It's still sold on their website. I think they're on version 3 or version 4 though. Minor changes along the way each time. $275 for that one, and I had a few issues with it, and you can go back if you want to check out the review. Now, I'm happy to report, I don't have first-hand experience yet, but I'm happy to report that I've heard from countless owners of the watch that any issues that I did have been rectified, and things like that. And I could tell you right now that it's very evident that from that first watch that I reviewed, going back almost 3 years now, to this one, and there's only a $25 price increase between the two. Very different. This watch, I'm just going to tell you right now, we'll get to the point. Awesome. Just crazy amazing that this watch is $300. Now, this canvas strap does not come with it. It comes with the solid link bracelet. This canvas strap is extra if you want one of these. $28 separate, or $20, I believe, if you add it to your cart when you're checking out with and ordering the Helm Khuraburi. And I think it's the same if you order the Vanuatu as well. You're looking at a 43 millimeter case, 16 millimeters thick, 49 millimeter lug to lug, 22 millimeter lug width, and this is running the Seiko NH38, which is the no date version of the Seiko NH35. This is the 10 o'clock crown version. There is also 4 o'clock crown versions, and there are other dial colors and configurations available. As I said, $300, you are getting a lot of watch here for $300. So let me go ahead and give you a closer up look at this, and we'll talk about some of my favorite things that I like about the Helm. Alright, so this is a 43 millimeter case, all brushed steel. This is a sapphire bezel insert. This glows as well. I'll show you a lume shot at the end of the video like I try to do. I do have the crown pulled out here now for a minute just to give you a look at that Helm logo. These are massive applied markers here. This version uses BGW9 lume. There is C3 Super Luminova on some of the other versions. Go ahead here and give you a look all around the case. You can see the way this is designed. You can easily grip the bezel, no issues there. This is also ISO certified as well. You're looking at 300 meters water resistant. You got a nice signed crown. Pretty similar case back. I call this, it's not really, it's just their logo. I kind of call it the maze case back though, just the way. It's designed pretty similar to the Vanuatu caseback, but nothing wrong with that. It's a nice caseback, very smooth, no rough edges here at all whatsoever. I mean, none. Will sit against your wrist very nicely. Go ahead and show you the crown here. Now, I'm doing this behind the camera. It's a little difficult for me, but I'll show you screwing the crown back down. Actually, it's pretty easy, even with the awkward way that I'm positioned to do that. As I said, you got very, very large markers. They are applied. It is not a printed dial. It's a really cool blue color. It's not a super bright blue. It is a matte dial, so it kind of change a little bit depending on the lighting or whatever that you have going on. You do also have drilled lug holes, so you take a little tool and pop the pin out so you could change it over to the bracelet and strap. Now that's something I want to talk about here. I have it on the canvas strap here right now. I did have it on the bracelet. You could see a lot of pictures at WatchReport.com of it on the bracelet. I took the bracelet off to show it on the canvas strap just for the video for now. But one of the things is this bracelet, not only is this bracelet super solid and nice, very smooth edges. You are one-sided screws here, and a tool is included. This is a fantastic bracelet. I have no issues with this bracelet at all whatsoever, whether in build quality or construction or finishing. No sharp or rough edges. One of the things though, a lot of times when you get these big and chunky watches and you have very, very big end links like you see here, one of the issues that usually arises is trying to get the damn thing on the watch itself, which sometimes is just never an easy task. I have taken this on and off about 3 times now. This goes on super easy. If you've done watches with big solid end links like this before, you probably know what I'm talking about. Not always the easiest thing. You kind of curse and struggle and whatever, trying to get in. This just locks right into place. You get it in, you get the one pin on the inside, you pop the other one down. It just snaps into place and it's boom. There's no wiggling or fidgeting or anything like that. The only thing I will say about this is that it does not have a dive extension in the clasp. I just want to point that out. I'm not knocking it for it. I don't dive. I've said that a million times on here. I'm not a diver, but I just want to point it out that it doesn't have a dive extension on the clasp. Otherwise, a great bracelet, and it also has a lot. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 micro hole adjustments to be able to get a perfect fit on your wrist, even after you size it. You know, if it's a little loose or tight, you have a lot of adjustments there. So great bracelet. Let me go ahead and ratchet the bezel here for you. No issues with this whatsoever. It's nice and tight. It doesn't have any play, but it's not too tight where it's hard to maneuver. As I said, I really, I'll be honest with you, this is one of those watches that I really tried. I shouldn't say try, because I don't know, whatever, I'll get off that. I don't want to try to find something wrong with it, but you know how people are on the internet, like, oh, you didn't say one bad thing about it, biased review. And I've tried to say a million times, reviews are always biased no matter what, because if you know, I like a particular style or whatever, I'm going to be biased towards it. But the reality is you guys should know by now, when I have an issue with the watch, when I have a problem with the watch, I say it. I don't hold back. I will tell it exactly how it is. If I don't like the bezel, I don't like the crown action. If I feel the back edges of the case are rough or the movement isn't good, whatever the case may be, I tell it like it is. At this price point, and I say that almost with a caveat of, man, I don't know, they could, you know, sell this for $500, and I've seen watches for $500 with this exact same movement in it. They could sell this for $500 and it'd still be a winner. At $300, this is crazy. I don't sell watches here. I'm not telling you to buy this watch. I would never tell you to buy this watch. That's not what I do here. I'm telling you, I like it, and my view on it, and my opinion on it, and that's all I could do. Let me go ahead. You can see a bunch of wrist shots on the bracelet at watchreport.com, sized for my 7.5 inch wrist. Let me go ahead and put this on here real quick, and I'll show you what it looks like on the canvas strap. All right, here it is on my 7.5 inch wrist. You know, even though it's 16 millimeters, I don't know. I like it. I don't have a problem with the way it sits on my wrist or anything like that. So you can take a good look there. Now, one thing is, well, a few things. One, as you can see, I don't have a ton of tongue left over, and there's these two giant, well, one giant keeper and one normal size keeper. I'm actually going to take this keeper off because, as you can see, I don't have a lot of room left there, and that one just is big, barely going over. But I do have a 7.5 inch wrist. These straps are not made for long wrists. I mean, 7 3/4 maybe, you're going to be right in the end and have a little bit of tongue left over. But I'm just letting you know, if you have an 8 inch wrist or whatever, these straps are not going to fit you, and they do, unfortunately, only make one size. Also, if you don't care for the pre-V style buckle, they have 2 other buckle choices available. A more smaller buckles, a thumbnail buckle, and something else, I can't remember what they are. And they're all signed on the inside. They say Helm on the inside and not on the outside, which is great if you plan on using the straps on on other watches. So if you have, you know, whatever, a Grupo Gamma, an Oris watch, or whatever kind of watch you want to put it on, you bought one of these straps from the site and you don't want it to say another brand on your buckle, well, it doesn't. It says it on the inside. So I think that's a nice touch as well. $300 for this, and if you added the strap when you're at checkout, you'd be looking at $320. Crazy price for this. Well worth it. Not telling you to buy it. I'm telling you I find it personally worth it. You can let me know what you think of it in the comments, because I'm sure you will. But let me go ahead here and I'll give you a loom shot at the end of the video. As always, leave a like or a comment here on YouTube. Hit that notification bell twice so you never miss another review or upload. Follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And as always, you want to see more of my thoughts and comments about this and all the pictures I took, go over to watchreport.com and you will see all of that. Thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.